Alright guys, I got an update tonight. It's been a while. I've been a pretty busy guy at work and just kind of, after working 40 hours a week, a guy gets kind of tired and don't do a whole lot on the weekends. But this weekend I did quite a bit, and I've got a lot of stuff done on the truck since the last time. The truck is completely rewired. I've got that finished. The only thing I have left is to wire the dash bezel, and I need a dash bezel. I also need my switch bezels so I can hook all my switches up, but the truck will start up on its own and run. I've got electric fans now. I need to do just kind of pretty up a couple of these little wires here, but I got the fans to where they turn on with the key. I'd rather them just run all the time. I know the motor will take a while to warm up, but I'm not really worried about that. Running a temp sensor switch and all that, I just don't really want to do that. So pretty basic. I needed to loom all these wires. It looks kind of messy, but every wire on this truck is brand new, something I wanted to do. So when I get them all loomed up, you won't really hardly notice them. Since the last time you guys seen, I've been kind of working in here. So I got some spray paint mixed up from O'Reilly's and kind of went over this with some F100 grit sandpaper and painted a little bit of this on the inside, and it honestly didn't turn out very good. The cans from O'Reilly's just kind of suck. But eventually, when I go to repaint this truck, I'm taking this all back apart and I'm going to repaint the inside the right way, and I'm not really worried about it right now. I honestly don't know if I'll ever paint this truck. I'm going to get my red one in here when this one's out, and I'm going to do all the body work on it and paint it. And I like the way this truck looks, so for now she's going to stay the way she is for a while. But honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with the body work and paint eventually. The box is just, it needs so much work and needs new doors, and they ain't hard to find, but I like the patina look for now. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole having this thing, weeks and weeks and weeks of body work. So we're going to do all that on the red truck, and that won't be too bad. So, but yeah, I got some carpet from some company, I can't remember. I got the extra long, so one day I might delete this gas tank and then I can put that where the gas tank was. But I've got my B&M ratchet shifter in. Still need to get a steering wheel. This column's kind of a piece of junk. I'm thinking about getting a new column, but the motor, like right now, on key, fuel pump and fans will fire up and the truck will start right up. I don't want to do it right now because it's later on at night. I don't want to make the neighborhood too mad. I live out in the country but still have neighbors, so I'm going to not do that. If you guys want to see a video of this running, I have a shorts video on my channel, and that's probably the only video I'm going to make until I get exhaust on it. I just don't like running it much. I've got a couple heat cycles through the motor, but I'm wanting to get this thing to the exhaust shop, so I'm trying to get it to where that leads me to my next point. I'm getting ready to rebuild the back drum brakes, get them done. As you can see, the truck does not have a front end under it. So today I worked my butt off. I've been outside all day, and it's a beautiful night here in Missouri, and it's probably about 60 degrees out here at night. I got the doors open, but it's been pretty decent all day. I actually went to the U-Pull-It today and bought and pulled some disc brake front, the disc brake front end off of a 73 to 79 truck. So that's going to save me some money. I paid $98 for those. I got about an hour and a half of taking them off, and that was a pain. That was a pretty hard job by myself. Them things are heavy. I mean, these suckers are really heavy. I wouldn't be surprised if these things weigh easily over 100 pounds a piece, and that's just a light guess. But that's the old front end. Basically what I'm going to do now, and I took that out today too, so I've got about the same time in that, if not longer, because this one had cotter pins that were froze in it. So I've been working pretty hard today. So what I want to do now is I want to completely rebuild these. I'm going to get all new polyurethane bushings to help the ride better. I'm going to get brand new calipers and disc brakes, and I've got all new lines on the truck already. I don't know if I'm going to paint these up. I may power wash them, just power wash them and paint them. I live on a gravel road, so, but I'm going to get Beltec shocks and all that. So the reason why I went this route is you can buy disc brake conversion kits for like $600, and that's fine and dandy. But the thing with those is they use like GM calipers and GM rotors. So in my way of thinking, you know, I'd rather, you know, I'm sure I'm going to have a little money in this. I don't think I'll have $600 in it, but my way of thinking is I can go to O'Reilly's when these brakes need replaced and say I need disc brakes for a 73 F100, and that's what they're going to give me. So it'll be genuine Ford parts on a Ford. I don't want to be, you know, having GM calipers with this kind of brake. You know, it's the simplicity is what I want here. A lot of people Crown Vic front swap these. I'm not into that. I think they set too low. I think they look funny. I'm gonna do eventually. Right now I'm gonna put this all back together, and I'm gonna drive this dude this summer, not lowered. I'm gonna do sway bars and wheels and tires, wider tires, and I'll have all new shocks. So I'd say it'll ride okay, but eventually I want to put power steering on this truck, and I want to do the Dream beams in the front with the axle drop, with the shackle flip, or the shackle, the different shackle in the back. So I'm trying to say I don't know. Dream beams makes all that stuff. So, but I don't have the money for that right now. That's like a $1,500 kit. So we're gonna put this back together, and you know, when I do the Dream beams, it won't be too bad. I'll take it back apart, and everything will be, you know, it was apart once, and it'll go back together. Yeah, I want to get this thing put in. I want all new brakes on this thing. Basically, everything mechanically on this truck is going to be brand new. Besides, the only thing that won't be done is the paint and body work. So that was kind of my goal with this thing for now. So brand new, rebuilt, over 400 horsepower, pretty easy, small block. Brand new C6 Street Fighter built transmission, 2200 stall, completely rewired, and it'll have disc brakes that look factory, and it'll have I'm wanting the American Racing Torque Thrust 2 20-inch wheels. They make it in the 5-on-5.5. They're a little pricey, but I think they'd be worth it. I think they look awesome. So yeah, I think that it'll come together pretty good. I've been working on this truck now I bought this thing in August of 2020, I think. So August of this year, I will have had it 2 years, and it don't look like a guy has done much here, but I have. I've done a lot, and honestly, you know, guys, if you're wanting to do something like this, and you can find one, you know, a truck that's in decent shape to where you ain't got to be welding in floor pans and stuff like this and yada yada. You know, this truck was well on its way to, you know, being scrapped, because I mean, for somebody it would have been, because the floors were like completely gone in it. The cab mounts were gone. Well, they weren't completely gone, but they were starting to go. You know, the bed's pretty mangled up. The wiring was all chewed up. There was a lot of stuff just missing. Big old hole hacked in the floor. So I think I've come a long way in that amount of time. And honestly, it wasn't really the time that was the thing that took so long. It was the money part of it. So, you know, I've got a lot of money in this truck so far, more than I wanted to. I mean, when you go into building motors and buying built transmissions and stuff, that costs some money, but the cool thing is I did it all myself, and you know, I can say that I built this truck, you know. So and like I said, someday I'm sure we'll paint it, but I think it looks so cool right now the way it is. I just want to leave it. I want to drive it around like this, and you just don't see these a whole lot on the road. So that's kind of a little update. I'm wanting to get this thing out of here as soon as I can. Like I said, I've still got some things I need to do, like headlights and tail lights. The wiring's all there, so it ain't gonna be bad. I need to find a new grill, headlight bezels, and just little stuff like that. But I'm hoping the next time I make a video, you know, all the brakes will be done, the sway bars will be done. But, you know, just the Beltec performance shocks for this truck, you're looking at $350. That's why I'm saying, you know, sometimes what I suggest to a guy wanting to get into something like this and have a little fun is just buy something that you just buy something and get it running, put it around. You know, that's kind of what I wish I would have done. But at the end of the day, this will be so much sweeter because, like I said, I've done everything. But I think the next one I do after the red truck gets painted, and that's a whole other story, all the rust on it. But after that, I think what I'll do is I'll buy maybe a earlier 60s Ford pickup short bed, and you know, one that don't need as much work, and I'd like to restore one of those too. Slick side they're called, like a 65, 66 Ford. So, and I'm sure I won't be doing just Fords in here, but that's what I like the most. But I just thought this was kind of cool. You know, guys, you ain't got to be, you know, buying all brand new stuff to put on your rigs. And you know, like I said, I've finding these you can't find these spindles online, and so I had to go out there and get them myself. But you know, keep at it, and you know, you can have something to be proud of, I guess. So it's coming along. I'm sorry that my videos ain't more me doing stuff. I just don't have the know-how and the equipment for that. I've got an iPhone 7. That's all I got. So when I'm working on this thing, I'm working on this thing. I don't want to be worried about cameras and angles and all this. So, but this is kind of more, I can look back on my videos and watch the progress of this thing being built. So I've also got a seat, and I pulled this out of a old truck my father-in-law had. It was like an F5 600. Need a new reupholster kit and some foam, and I'll buy the LMC special cover to put on that thing and put that in there. I don't know. I might take it to the upholstery shop. I'm not sure yet. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So thanks for watching.